Well, the Brooklyn Nets beat the 76ers by 20 points. They looked pretty good against the Embiid-less Sixers. But I want to show you something. Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie's been doing his thing. There's Harris with a little travel and a dunk. Spencer Dinwiddie had the dunk of the year so far. These are just little appetizer, moose-boosh dunks. Dinwiddie on Tobias Harris right there. Jalen, is that the dunk of the year so far?
It's not the dunk of the year, but I remember growing up and seeing Magics and seeing Clydes and wanting a goatee like theirs.
Okay.
Jimmy Walker, my biological father. And that's my favorite thing about Spencer, his goatee.
His goatee. That's your favorite thing. Forget his game. Forget what he's been doing with Irving out. We're talking about his goatee. That's what we're doing right now.
And you know I call Malcolm Brogdon Senator just because he seems like the oldest, more mature person in the room.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing goes for Spencer. And without Kyrie, and by the way, what ends up happening when you're Irving, now that you've missed so many games?
15 games.
And people didn't, quote unquote, necessarily see you get hurt like we did with Doncic. He now has people coming up to me on the street like, is he punting on the season? Yeah. Like, what's happening? And so you are Spencer, you get this opportunity. He's making the most of it.
He is going to be an all-star.
No. Hit the brakes. We got to make sure we do the 1 through 24 All-Stars on this show. There should not be 12 All-Stars from the Eastern Conference.
Not this year.
There should not be.
Not this year.
There should not be. But what's going to happen, however, when and if Kyrie comes back.
He's going to come back.
You remember Spencer was a substitute.
Huh?
Karis LeVert's going to come back. Now, do you bring him off the bench? Or do you keep him in the lineup? Because he's played just as well, and their records is just as good, in my opinion, as it would be, if not better, than if Kyrie Irving was playing. What do you think about that?
I think that it's always a good thing to have a surplus of good players at one position. It's always a good thing. So it's a good problem to have. But what else it leads to is potentially moving Mr. Dinwiddie. It's possible. If you have two great players at one position, that means you have value that maybe you can upgrade a different position.
Like they did with D'Angelo last year. And shout out to DeAndre Jordan. He had a double-double.
Yep. The Kings blew out the Warriors, but that's not what I want to talk to you about.
You don't?
No. I want to talk to you about
the Warriors record?
This possession from Draymond Green.
Day.
See, I always feel like if you create the possession, then you can do whatever you want with it. So he got the steal. So he must feel like that too. Put up the board. I mean, he's a great passer.
Wasn't getting that.
He's a great passer. He's a great passer. I always feel like if you create the possession, you can do whatever you want with it.
That's a perfect example of we was flying high the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Just think about who was running with him. You got Clay over here. You got Steph over here. You got KD.
Boogie.
You got Boogie. Now all of a sudden he on the break. He don't even remember these guys' attributes. He like, can this guy, can he really do this? Let's try something. We only got 7 wins. Let's try something, man.
Let's just try something. Again, if you create the possession with the steal, you can ruin it however you want. I mean, I don't even really understand what he's thinking there. I really don't even understand
what he's thinking is we losing by 21 to the Kings.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Now, there were years when we talked about the best and worst teams in California. The Kings were on the bottom of that list for a really long
real
time.
Fast.
This game changes, right?
Fast.
Happens in dog years.
Real fast.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app. And if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.